Excitement is a buzzword at the NASA Marshall Space Flight Center next to Artemis 1. The countdown until the big launch is nearly a month away, but before we can get there, the Marshall Space Flight Center will run some final tests before liftoff. Here's an update.
When we finished the flight readiness review yesterday, it was a very exciting moment. We know we're not there yet, but that's a critical milestone that we're celebrating every critical milestone.
It's a mega milestone for this team responsible for this 322-foot Space Launch System, or SLS, for Artemis 1. The Space Center says the series of tests are critical for crew safety.
We're doing these series of tests to make sure that we understand the rocket as best as we can before we go to the test flight, which is the next big test. But it gives us all, and everybody owns the rocket. The taxpayers own the rocket. It gives us all the best chance we can have for success.
Team leaders say the next step is for the Orion and SLS to roll out to the launch pad by mid-March. The series of tests is needed, especially for crew safety and making sure both the hardware and software the teams are utilizing are in sync.
It also helps us buy down confidence when you can get some of the risk and understand the risk that you have between software to hardware, component to component. When you can do that type of testing that helps build that confidence when you put the entire vehicle together for literally its first test flight, you want to build as much confidence as you can.
Once the Artemis 1 and 2 missions are successful, Artemis 3 will follow, which is the phase in which the crewed flight will go to the moon.
You know, we're at the beginning, so we are just beginning to work with SpaceX on their verifications, because as Jody and John both mentioned, crew safety is just quintessential.
In Huntsville, Kenesha Dees, Fox 54 News.